Hey guys, so in today's video we're going to be tackling a hot debate, controller versus keyboard and mouse in Fortnite, which is better. Now I've heard a lot of people and a lot of pros talk about this amongst the Fortnite community, so without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the pros and cons for each one. So first up is aiming and shooting. So as far as keyboard and mouse goes, it's known for pinpoint accuracy, making it easier to land headshots and build quicker. So you definitely, as far as mechanics go, I can definitely say that, keyboard and mouse wins this one because it has a lot less input delay than controller does. So for controller, they have aim assist. It's a feature that helps, with targeting, but some say that it can feel less precise since you only have like a little analog stick. But as far as like keyboard and mouse, you have this like whole mouse that you could just like move around and it's a lot easier to aim with it. At least as far as my opinion goes, I'm not sure. Back in chapter 2, season 2, or just in chapter 2 in general, controller players definitely had an upper hand because they had like a broken aim assist, which ended up getting nerfed. But I will show you guys how broken it was. So let's go ahead and check out this clip.
Body right now. I'm feeling a little aim assist in my bone. A little aim assist for you. Watch that.
Where is he?
Right here.
He's in here?
It's so broken, bro.
Bro, I don't have the aim assist, bro. I can't.
So being how broken controller aim was back then, and this brought a lot of keyboard players a huge disadvantage. Now, even despite being how broken Fortnite controller aim was, it was officially nerfed back in September 17th, 2024, and this is where players divided as far as controller and keyboard and mouse goes. Building and editing speed. So building is crucial in Fortnite, right? And as far as keyboard and mouse players go, it's definitely a lot harder because they have more buttons, but I think that it's a lot easier for them because they have less input delay. Now, as far as controller goes, it's a lot easier to build because they have less buttons, but they have a learning curve, but with practice, they can just as be as fast thanks to customizable buttons. Next, movement and comfort. So as far as controller, it's definitely a lot easier because you only have your analog stick. But as far as keyboard and mouse players go, it can be less comforting because over time they offer less control options. Accessibility and learning curve. So as far as controller players go, it's generally easier to pick up, especially for console gamers. But as far as keyboard and mouse players, it's definitely a steeper learning curve, but more customizable for advanced players who want to become pro at this game. Now, I would say in my own personal experience, it is harder to learn on keyboard and mouse. Now, as far as the competitive scene in tournaments, I think that in competitive Fortnite, keyboard and mouse dominate for PC players because of precision and build speed, right? Because keyboard and mouse players overall can build a lot faster than controller players can. So, however, controller players are still like viable, especially with aim assist, and some tournaments even include controller players. Now, which one is better in Fortnite? Well, there is no right or wrong answer, guys. It's all depend on your style. So for pinpoint accuracy, quick editing, and competitive edge, I think you should choose keyboard and mouse. But for comfort, console play, or if you're just starting out, I prefer controller. Now, ultimately, the best device is the one that feels right for you. Now, I would prefer for you to practice, improve, most importantly, have fun. Now, which one do you prefer to play on, keyboard or controller? Drop your thoughts down below in the comments. I'd like to hear them, and I'll heart every single one of your comments that you type in here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for more Fortnite tips and tricks, and I'll see y'all in the next one.